Hello, welcome to the Colourful Creativity YouTube channel. My name is Carolien and this is cast on day 8. Wow. New Year's Eve, everyone. So the bangs are going. Traditional fireworks all day. Yay. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm sorry to be a sport. I just hate fireworks. And I think it's ridiculous. We have a lot of fog here today, so all that smell will probably stay here for a while. I've got asthma, so my breathing is not the best today. We'll stay inside and just ignore everything, and we'll see tomorrow if the fog will lift. We've had this weather before and you couldn't see any fireworks. It's a real shame of everyone who bought it. And if they're gonna try it, you won't see it. I think that was 12 years ago when it was this bad as well. And yeah, it was ridiculous. You couldn't see like this far, and we were living in an apartment, the first floor. And they were trying to do the fireworks from the ground floor. It wouldn't even go up to the first floor. You couldn't even see it. But we're not here to talk about fireworks. This is not a fireworks podcast or whatever. This is a cast on show. And in this cast on show, will show you what I am planning to cast on tonight. And for my tradition, it's New Year's Eve socks cast on, but since my sock mojo is very absent, I have a backup project that I can cast on New Year's Eve if I really want to and I really don't like the socks, or I can cast it on tomorrow on the 1st of January. So I have here a Christmassy cat bag I was gifted a few years back. And in here is everything I need for my party bunting socks by Zoe Carter, my lovely friend Zoe from the Pins and Needles podcast. And I really love these socks. These socks were for the Knit You treat, and there was also a kit to knit it. It is the exact color used in the pattern. So a white or natural undyed sock with some contrasting coral and some very colorful for the bunting. But I still have an issue with the undyed sock. I think a white sock for me is like instantaneously grayish after wearing it one time and washing it. And it is a sock base. It's my smooth sock base. It's the same base. And even though it's very nice, it is a light fingering, which means I have to use a 2.25mm needle. My hands won't work at such a thin needle at the moment. So what I did is I went into my stash and I looked up, not Mr. Biggs, no, he wasn't in my stash, but he is on my lap now. I looked up some yarn, and since I updated my stash on Ravelry, I know now what I have. So I found this light purple, lilac-ish colorway on soft sock, and I also have a few leftovers and mini skeins, so I thought it would be nice to use this yellow as a contrast and Club Tropicana for the bunting. So yeah, and I already had the needles put in the bag to use with the other yarn, so I have to switch some needles out. I do not need a 2.25mm needle now. I will probably need a 3mm or a 2.75mm. That last one I don't have at the moment because it's in use, but I'll see. And then my backup project I might show this again the day after you see this, but who knows. It is a pair of mittens, and it is a combination of things, because I have here the pattern for coffee socks by Carolien, and this is a free pattern on Ravelry. I will show it to you upside down so you can better see the pattern. It is a cup of coffee with all coffee beans, and the inside would be coffee beans. And I'm going to merge this with my How Cold Is It mittens. And this pattern is by Drunk Girl Designs. It says cold as fuck. I have made 2 pairs of these already. And I'm going to see if I can get the charge from this into this. So it was a very special request from my husband to get a pair of colorwork mittens. And of course I will listen to that. I mean, he already has a nice hat, but he also deserves a pair of nice warm mittens. His current mittens are antler mittens, and they have holes with the cables, so he would like a pair that is a bit more closed and will keep him warmer. I have for this project in mind this Igor from January, which is called Fritz from Undercover Otter, from the clan of Igors, and this brown I dyed, I think it was yesterday. And I was very impatient, so it's already dry and done. I didn't even let it cool down in the water, I just threw it in the soap water. I rinsed it all. So that is my backup if sock knitting doesn't agree with me. So we'll see what happens tonight. I might even fall back on a whip, I'm not sure yet. I'm still contemplating what I want to do. For now, I just want to sit, zone out with some TV, and I'm really tired. I already went to bed for an hour, but they were using so much fireworks, and I had a little bit of a headache after making all the oliebollen. But yeah, we'll see what I can manage tonight. Maybe I can just manage a little bit on my Marled Mania cardigan. And I'm not even gonna cast on, I'm not sure. But you will see all this the day after, when I have done my progress report. So I'm wishing you all a wonderful 2020. I forgot about that headache. And yeah, I hope it's gonna be a nice, crafty, and hopefully a bit relaxed year. 2019 was not very relaxed year. So I am hoping for a relaxed 2020. And yeah, see you back later. Hello, welcome to 2020. I am wishing you a wonderful, colorful, creative 2020. And I hope that it will be a year with lots of good memories, adventures, good health, and success for everyone. And yeah, I hope you stick around here to follow 2020 with me. I am here to show you the progress on my New Year's Eve cast on. So in my cat Christmassy bag, Christmassy cat bag, which can also be used on this side, I have cast on. I picked one, or actually the cats picked it for me, because I was sitting in my chair with a blanket and 2 cats on my legs and, well, couldn't move. So I asked Robert to grab me my project bags, and then it dawned on me. The yarn for the mittens wasn't wound yet, and the yarn for the party bunting socks, if I wanted to use the yarn that was in the kit, that wouldn't work because it was also not wound. So I was very happy. I already had this one caked, and all I had to do was start with winding 2 minis into balls. So I started my party bunting socks. You already saw it, from Zoe Carter from Pins and Needles UK. I really love these. Very Christmassy or festive. Not per se Christmassy, especially not with my color choice. And all I managed was the cuff. I was exhausted last night. I actually went to bed around 10. I had to lie down and just not be on my back anymore and not be on my butt because my pelvis hurts, my back hurts. Hell of a start of the year, of course, but that's what it is. Binks and Leia didn't want to sleep in their own room, so they slept in our bed. And of course that means they're glued to me, which means I can't relax and lie in a position I love. So yeah, it is what it is. It makes me very conscious of the fact that this year's word might just need to be relax. Not work super hard, not overdo it, not overwhelm myself. No big renovations on my house that overwhelm on all different levels. So yeah, relax. That's going to be the focus for at least the first quarter, maybe for the whole year, but for today it is. And I already messaged my physiotherapist. Hi, Happy New Year. I need an appointment. So self-care is on the top of the list at the moment. The cast on, I thought I was almost there at 1.5 inch with about 12 rounds knit. That wasn't, so I need about 12 to 15 for an inch. So I probably will need about 20 for 1.5 inch. I'm almost there, that's okay. I am using Haya Sharps 2.5 millimeter, my favorites, and I will also use a 3 millimeter probably for the color work that you can see there. Maybe even for the welts that are in there. I'm not sure if I had to go up a needle size. It's in the pattern. I just have to read it again and remember it this time. So I might need to find another needle for this project, but for now I'm still working on the cuff. And yeah, that's actually it for my progress on this one. I have managed to let Robert wind the cakes for his mittens. So I now have 2 very neat cakes. I made a video of him doing this one. I'm going to add this all in this video because for this one I have to do plenty of calculations because the chart of the, how cold is it, mittens is 76 stitches, I think, or 72, and the chart for the coffee motif is 76. Yeah, I have to figure out how to do that and make Robert fit my gloves and see if he needs them a bit wider, so if he needs those extra stitches or not, figure out the thumb placement, basically write my own pattern with a different chart. Hooray. I'm not feeling up to that today. I am super tired because of the lack of sleep, and also this is the last video of my 12 cast-ons because I'm not going to make 12 cast-ons. I have noticed that I dislike the must to cast something on. I am a process knitter and not a project knitter. So I like the relaxedness of casting something on that I really love and working on it as long as I want, and then cast something else on because I'm distracted. Oh hey squirrel, kind of distractions, because something new shiny comes in. Having to cast on that many things in a row makes it for me feel like work, and I don't like that, and I'm losing my mojo. All I want to knit now is my shawl or my wrap, my adventuresome wrap I cast on at Christmas, and my Mild Maniac cardigan. That's all I want to knit on. I do not want to knit on all the other things. They're just messing with my whole mojo. They're the I'm not sure what the right word is in English. So yeah, they're still booming, banging, whatever, fireworks outside on January 1st. So yeah, I do have a few plans that I want to cast on this year, and that means not this week. They're in my Make 9 in my Instagram. I will show them here as well, that photo. It is the brackish jumper by Malia May. That is going to be with Cartref DK yarn. If I had prepared all this, I would have gotten it ready for you to show it, but I haven't. And I'm not getting it as well because it's still safely away from all the smelly stuff in our house. My house still kind of smells like a outside bonfire has been held inside my house, and that someone put a deep fried pot on there. Yay. But at least we can open up the windows again and have some air in and vent. So the brackish sweater is really high. My Cleo quad is really high because that is for a little boy and it's not super big. The only thing is start with the sleeves, with the boring part. And sleeve knitting is not my favorite. Then I have the Raindrops sweater from in Tin Can Knits on my list. It's not in my Make 9, but it is on my queue and ready to go. My Love Note from Tin Can Knits is not ready to go. I still have to dye the yarn or pick the yarn or buy the yarn, but I'm not gonna for at least a little bit. The Knit and Slide is ready to go by West Knits. It's a shawl, a huge shawl. Pixel Rice socks are ready to go. Pattern by Camper Ray from Junk Yarn. Then, well, there are some other things on there as well, but I don't remember them out of the top of my head. But yeah, I am just done with all the cast-ons and I want to work on the project I have cast on already. So I will be doing that and saying no to pressure and stuff because it's the 1st of January and the word for 2020 is relax. And self-care is my lovely husband whispering in the background. So if something doesn't feel right, just say no. And that is what this is. So I will see you back with regular podcasts somewhere this month. I'm not going to set any date or whatever because I have no clue how the month will be going. Lots of admin stuff ending the year 2019, business-wise, etc. Mess. So I will see you when I see you, and I hope you have a wonderful 2020. Bye bye!